Hello and welcome to Genesis Online Messe from everyone here in Lazer, UK. We're going to give you a factory tour. My name is Ben Russell-Smith. I'm the owner and managing director of the company. We'll have a look at the different parts of the business which are important for making the lights. Here is our new Defender. You'll see this in the coming weeks and months as we develop vehicle-specific kits for it. Another thing, as the camera moves out the way, is you'll see we've got a big curtain here, and this is actually what we use for measuring the performance of our lighting products. So we pull the curtain across, and then we use software which converts the image that we get as we illuminate the big white wall over here. We can convert that image into a driver's eye view of the road. Very important piece of equipment. That also allows us to do important development work for motorsport teams, for example, where they might give us a previous generation lighting product and ask, what can we do to improve their performance? And we help develop their system for them. So starting with the factory tour in more detail. So here we have the goods in inspection area. So this is where we have components arriving from suppliers, and we need to inspect their goods for dimensional accuracy and fit and function. So we can see Phil here is measuring a new carbon fiber rally pod, making sure that it meets the drawing requirements. We also have Patricia here doing a detailed inspection on the reflectors and making sure that all of the reflectors that we are receiving are good for the products. So we carry on the tour. This is, let's say, one of four parts of the factory that we have. Excuse the amount of boxes. We actually have a warehouse in Australia now, and so we have a big shipment, a full container, which will be going to Australia in next week. So we have about 2,500 lamps, which will go to Australia next week. So if we walk through, so we're now in the main production area. This is the, let's say, the carbon fiber area. It's a bit busy here. There's a lot going on. But if we walk into the main place for the lamps, we have a number of stations, and each station is building a different product and at a different stage of manufacture. So, for example, here we have a trolley of 50 R1000. These lamps will be having the lenses fitted very shortly on this station. If I walk through this way, at this station we have R 750 lamps. Also, it's a full trolley, so this one has a trolley now of about 100 lamps, which are awaiting the lenses to be fitted. Here we have some built lamps. So on this trolley, for example, we have the Linear 12. We fit on a trolley about 75 linear. Every lamp gets fully submerged in our test tank, and actually we're using deionized water. So we deionize the water ourselves using this machine. We fill the tank. This is our final check, let's say, for product integrity to make sure it passes our requirements for leak test. Every lamp submerged for 30 seconds, taken out. We then power the lamps for 20 minutes, roughly, until they get warm, and we can check for any condensation. If we continue the tour this way, So we've got, at this part, we can see the lamps being packed. So this is a trolley here of ST4s. Over here we've got Tetiana packing the RR1000. So all of these lamps get a final check to make sure there are no problems from a cosmetic perspective. The lamps get cleaned. The lamps get cleaned, and then final packing is done at this stage. We also add the serial numbers here so that we can track the quality in case of any problems in the market. You will see on all of the benches a tablet. You should be able to just about see it here on the trolley here. So all of the works instructions for all of the lamps that we build, we store electronically. And when the operator is wanting to do a new job, they can press the scan the barcode, and they see what kind of instructions they have for that job. So again, it's a guarantee of quality and the operator not making any mistakes. So in this part of the business, we have a number of different things. So the first thing to point out, you'll see all the finished stock over here. So at any one time, we might have 6,000 lamps finished and ready to go. We tend to keep them on trolleys so that we can easily move the trolleys around, which when you've got a lot of different variants of product, it's important to be able to do that. So every lamp, you see the barcode sticker, which is associated with the lamp inside. And again, it gives us traceability as we scan the product on the way out. We've also got the new plasma priming station over here. So this is our new robot, which we have for priming the heat sinks. This again ensures a very strong adhesive bond between the different components of the product. Okay, we continue the tour. Okay, and next we're in the main 3D print area of the factory. So you'll see in this part of the building about 55 3D printers. So we have to double stack them, and it's quite a compact space, but we have, let's say, high efficiency. We've got here Rob, who's the 3D print lead technician. So he is the person that manages the printers. If there's a problem with the printers, he will repair them. So, for example, another row here. So all of these printers we're running 24 hours a day, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of development work that goes into each kit. This is let's say it's a store area for kits. It's not a showroom, but we do keep every grill kit that we developed, and we keep it on the wall here just so that the engineer responsible for grill kits can come and check in the future in case we get any questions about the fitting. In terms of the process for how do we actually develop the grill kits and how do we decide which grill kits to develop, we are always doing every grill for every pickup truck. That's a priority. And also, light commercial vehicle, we also develop the kits for every light commercial vehicle. The methodology is that we always need to buy the grill, we scan the grill, and then the engineer responsible will design the brackets, design the fitting. We then have a vehicle that comes in. We fit the lamps to it, we check for any other variants of vehicle, and after we've validated it, that's when we start to develop the print files to make a robust print, which is then working efficiently. At the moment, we've got about 50 different grill kits on the market, and we're developing them around about one every 2 weeks is normally the time. Okay, so continuing the factory tour, we're now upstairs in the office. So this is where we have Normally a very busy office. Of course, right now people are working from home due to coronavirus. So we have Rosen, the production manager, he's still here. We've also got Simona here, who's handling the internal sales. Normally on these areas we also have quality, and we also have the purchase function. We'll walk past my office and go into engineering. So here in engineering we normally have a team of 8 engineers. Again, due to the current restrictions, most people are working from home, but the guys here are still keeping the development of new products going. So we have Daniel and Edward, our electronics manager. Okay, through into the engineering laboratory. So this is the area where we undertake some of the development work. So these are some of the 3D printers. In total now we have 70 3D printers, and they're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We print different things on these printers. So on some of these smaller ones you can see it actually doing the print work. So this will be printing cutting guides for some of our grill kits, and we've also got some of the bigger printers here. These can print in carbon fibre, so we use some of these for jigs, fixtures and for motorsport products. So we'll carry on the tour past the electronics area, but this is where the electronics team would be doing their development work and their advanced development work. Okay, so just walking through now into the boardroom, and here we've got a few products just to show you, including our displays. So the first thing to show you is the display here we have for all of our linear products. So maybe not everybody has seen the new Linear Elite with position light. So this is a Regulation 7 approved position light function. So if a customer fits this in Germany, they should remove the position light on their existing vehicles, because you should only have 2 position lights on the vehicle. But this could replace it if the customer would like. We also have the large Linear 42 here. These ones fit very nicely on the roof of pickup trucks. So in Germany, for example, even though this has the E mark, so this is road legal in Scandinavia, for example, and in England, you are in those countries allowed to fit a single E-marked Scheinwerfer driving light, but in Germany still you need a pair. So on to another product. We've got a work light here, which is the Linear 24 Flood. So actually on this product we need to turn the lamp the other way up. We then have a completely different to actually turn the space of the ground into a grid, and we illuminate every piece of the grid so that we are essentially generating a widespread beam pattern from the linear, which of course was originally developed as a driving light. Okay, and of course we've got the big selling Linear 18 Elite, the Linear 12 Elite. This one also can come with a position light function, but last year between August and December this was our biggest selling lamp. So in Scandinavia this one is very popular for fitting on the number plate of vehicles. We also have on this display some of our other products. So we have the new, we have the Triple R, which of course is still our most popular product. We have the ST range, so this is the T16. The T range products and the ST products have a very nice widespread of light, so and as well good distance. Of course they're not as long range as the Triple R, but actually very nice if you're in an off-road environment or pickup truck. And of course it was the ST range product, the ST8, which Volkswagen specified on their VW Amarok, which is now a global product. Okay, so only other point to show you is some of the other displays that we have. So we also have a display here which is enabling customers to test the performance of the product, and as well there's a nice LED illuminated image here just to show the customer what kind of performance they can get from one of our products. Okay, so we continue the tour now and we go to the powder coating station. Okay, so we've now walked over about 50 meters from our other buildings, and we're now walking into the powder coating facility. So in this area we've got, of course, some more storage. In fact, we've got Zhao here doing some display building. So this is a new display that we've developed, and at the moment we are building these. And if we walk through then into the powder coating area, I'll explain to you the processes that we have to assure the quality. So we brought powder coating in-house in order to improve the quality of the finished goods, so we can manage it completely in-house. So in this part here we actually have the rumbler. So in this machine here you can see a lot of rumbling stones. So when we want to performance of our powder coat, we would first put the bare casting in the rumbler. We run that machine. After it's been rumbled, we then can put the castings directly into our tanks. So we have 5 wash tanks, we have a cleaner, we have some rinse tanks, and then we have the chemical tank, which is really adding the corrosion resistance to the product. At the end here we've got Graham doing the powder coating of the parts. So right now he's working on the end caps from the RRR product. So again, it's important for us to assure the quality, to make sure we get the good coating. After they've been painted, they get baked. So these parts here now are coming out of our oven. So they'll be baked at about 200 degrees Celsius or thereabouts. When they come out, they get inspected, and then they get put in a trolley to take back to the other unit. So that more or less completes the factory tour, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks to everyone at Genesis Online Messe.